My name is Sam, and you can
Sam.
find me on the internet as Sam Van Zam. That's a combination name, Sam, my name, and the van, and my first travel companion, Zamboni.
So sweet. You got this like killer setup, right? And
Yeah.
It's amazing. There's plants in here. That's how you know it's done right.
It's done right. People always want to know how I keep the plants alive. Honestly, I don't. There's nothing special to it. I water them, and I give them positive encouragement.
You tell them they're good?
Yeah, that they're beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that I love them. But
Those are
honestly,
pretty
there's
sweet
no
plants.
trick to it. I don't know why it's so special, but I love them because they're the only other living thing in here.
So how long have you been in here?
I've been living in it full time since January 2018. 2018 is my year of no rent.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's nice. And what kind of inspired you to live in a van? Besides the fact that it's amazing.
It is amazing, but gosh, that's a really difficult question to sum up really quickly. What inspired me was a whole lot of death in my life and a lot of people dying with their retirement funds and goals and hopes for the someday.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought, why am I doing that? And so what am I doing in my life here? What am I living for? And so I didn't no clue about van life. I didn't know it was a hashtag. I didn't know it was a thing that people did. I just went on a road trip in my car and car camped for the first time. And when I came back, I was like, I just kind of want to keep having coffee in new places every morning, and I'm not really sure how you make that happen. So I took some writing classes at the community college and some just general writing and some travel writing, and I thought about different ways that I could generate some income, maybe writing on the road, sharing my stories. And my friends were the ones, some random travel friends were like, have you heard about these conversion vans? And I swear, you guys, I'd never heard about it once in my life. So I went home and I Googled it, and my whole world just like... So that is how I got into it. Yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
So it just came, it was born out of a necessity for me. It was a completely original concept to me at the time. I had no clue that this was something that had culture or community behind it. I was completely naive to it.
No, totally. And I mean, a lot of things that I hear from people is like, how long are you going to do this for? And so like when you hear that question, like what is kind of your response to how long are you going to do this for?
It's indefinite.
Indefinite?
It's indefinite at this point. I have no commitments to where I'm going to be or how long I'm going to do this. The point of me being on the road and in the van is that I'm out on a search for people, places, and purpose. And I don't know where that's going to be. And sometimes cities tell me to stay longer. Sometimes backwoods tell me to get out faster. So I just listen to the wind and the road and the van. And I don't know when I'll stop or where I'll be or what I'll do or who I'll be with.
No, totally. And I think a lot of people that live in houses, they really use planning and like foresight as like a means to be less afraid of the unknown that's like could potentially come. They want like security in one form or another. And like van life is pretty secure. Like we have these infrastructures that's like cities, and then we could go out and we could then come back and get supplies and go out again. And like we're living in an amazing time of technology and stuff. So I think like van life itself is going to have to be integrated into cities more as like a legitimate thing that either like creates revenue for the city or creates less trash left behind. So like, what do you think like a city could do besides this like sweet van gathering at a brewery and like giving a few people a place to sleep tonight? Like what could cities do to like accommodate people who choose to live in a vehicle?
I think that this is a great example, and in fact, I've been talking about this with my previous landlord because he has a lot of property and he wants to develop houses on it, but the city's giving him a lot of kickback on the requirements that would be done before the build can happen, and that will put him essentially in debt before he even got this project started. So Since I have been staying there on his property, I asked him straight up, when my van friends are coming through, do you mind if we park here? And it has been essential for them. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're in the city, we're grocery shopping down the street, we're working on projects and shopping at the hardware store, we're going to the bar, we're getting takeout, and all we really want is a place where we can park together and off the street and not have to worry about getting a knock. And encouraging or I don't even know what kind of permits and requirements would be necessary from the city standpoint for that to be something that he could host more frequently. But that's something that I'm really encouraging him, because a city like Portland is a place that so many people of this lifestyle, this community would love. Mm-hmm. But as far as a place to stay right in the heart of the city, that is a little bit more difficult to find. Totally. And so the combination is gold. It's gold. I don't know why more people aren't doing that, or if there's some kind of hiccup that's holding them back, but sanctuaries, flat spaces within the city. Flat spaces. Yeah.
Yeah, because people need to work to do stuff, and usually work is where there's a lot of people and stuff. So like, I feel the main thing is like waste. Like human waste is like the biggest hurdle, because like, yes, everybody every day does their thing. So like, the city can like maybe have like a monthly fee, however long somebody's there, or like kind of thing to use the facilities, and then those facilities are cared for by, like, that would create a job for somebody to go and clean those things and provide somebody work. And so yeah, it could be a good thing, instead of like just having these people have to hop around to like whatever's to do their business. And oftentimes, like, since they're hopping around, like, they're going to be less like courteous or caring of the environment. So like, if it's like they actually have some sort of ownership and like belonging there, like, people will be more conducive with the city laws and stuff, I feel.
Yeah, I think that there could definitely be a space that, like a community center sort of style space, where you could really hit the nail with all of those things. If you had like a station where people could do laundry and take a shower and have Wi-Fi and go to the bathroom and drop off their trash, like, that would be a killer center.
All right, Sam, so you're a bit of a veteran now in the van life world. You've done it for about a year, right?
Yeah, just about a year. Mm-hmm.
And so what sort of advice would you have to somebody thinking about it or just getting into it to like make their lives easier?
I would say, this is a funny one, because I really do, I give this piece of advice all the time. Join groups, like, get on social media, find people through Instagram. That's how I know a lot of these people who are here. But I started with Facebook groups, and they have been the best resource for me on so many different planes. During the build, I never ever could have gotten through the whole build without them. Like I said, this was an organic, original idea for me, but thank God I wasn't the first person to do it, because I could never have gotten through it without this tribe of people. I'm in a Sprinter Build Out international group with like 300,000 people, and they're like around the world. So amazing resources. They're also now my road resources. So anytime I need anything on the road, place to stay, a suggestion where to stay, packages to be sent to, they're there for me. And then lastly, they've been incredibly supportive in a mental health capacity. The advancement of technology has made living in a van 100% possible for me. I could not have done it without the internet. I know that. I'm not a true vanner. I'm not a vanner who could have done it in the 70s. I rely on the internet to keep myself from feeling too isolated or lonely, and they have helped me so much that when I'm sitting in this van and I'm all by myself and I'm out on land miles from anybody else, that I still have so many supporters right at my fingertips, and that's the biggest resource for me. I couldn't do this without them. So find people, find your tribe, and then hold on to them and nurture that community, because then you get to be that person for other people.
Thank you so much, Sam. What a wonderful interview. I really appreciate your time.
Oh, thank you so much.
And yeah, vanning ain't no joke.
Oh no, it ain't no joke.